Okay, we're getting ready to start wave 3. There is no event die for wave 3. And let's set up their units. So they get, yeah, this is the wave that we lost because the Royal Talon flies. And this is what they're sending. And he's going to be grouped underneath a transport, which looks like this, the Windrush. So I'm going to slow down a little bit and not rush so much because we're back to where I was last time. So these two are going to be grouped together with this one on top, like this. So he's going to get his 5 health, and then he's going to go right here. So then the next one is a Joust Harrier, 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 all upgraded. So 3 Harriers and a Joust, all upgraded. And this is what killed us last time. Okay, but the Joust is on top. So that's 4. Excuse me. Okay. All right. Heirs build Sanctuary level 3. And I got to remind myself what that is. Oh, they're constructing 2 fortress spire or minaret spires. So here's what troubles me is there's only 1 minaret spire available. So they're only going to construct 1 instead of 2. I don't know if I'm supposed to, just immediately build another one later. But there's no, because I didn't destroy this or this one like I did last time. I don't have any way to build another minaret spire, which is what happens when it says immediately construct up to 2 minaret spires. And so they only have 1 left, so since it says up to 2, I'm only going to build 1. So, and then they're going to purchase a Merc minion. But you can see here, there's no Merc minions available. In fact, I wish they would purchase one of these other crappy ones so we'd have more selection, but that's not going to happen. Okay, so now we got to do our turn. We get 0 source, and I know this is a little bit out of order, but the drilling outpost, I'm going to cash in for the 6. So what is that? That's a lance launcher. So I'm going to get 6 from that. So that puts us up to 11 and 6 is 17. And then I get 3 from the source drill. I'm exactly at 20. Perfect. Okay, so we're at 20, and we got a lot of Scooby-Doo purchases to do here. So we're going to get Source Bomb for 3 because I want to be able to have an upgraded source engine. That puts us to 17. And that means our smelter is now level 2 Delta. Okay, we got a level 1 assembly. I need a level 2 to upgrade the architect. I'm going to consider that. I'm going to definitely get the 2 level upgrades for the honor pit. So that's 8. So 17 minus 8. 9 is left. And here's what I think I'm going to do. Like, there was a part of me that was like, you know what? I need to build towers. I need to build towers. I'm actually going to upgrade our stronghold. So what I did was I purchased these 2 upgrades right here. And we already have this one. And we have the level 1 here. So we're level 1 here, level 1 here, level 2 there, and level 2 here. And what I'm thinking I'm going to do is, because they come after us so hard, let's build this. Forsaken Artillery. So we're going to gain the artillery die. And that's going to let us roll this die that we've been rolling. What it does is, let's see. So we're going to roll it once, and we got to declare if it's the range or the damage, right? And we get to decide. Like if we roll a 5, we can say, okay, that's going to be 5 damage, and then we roll a 3, and then we're going to say that's 3 range. And we do it at the start of our turn. So we could do this every time. So as they're approaching us, we could start rolling this die and taking them out. And it hits them even if they're in the air. So, because it's a stronghold attack. You may select a unit or a spire. We can even kill spires if they have one near us. And then deal the number of damage or remove the number of impact and upgrades to the bottom if it's a spire. So then we have the gate dispatchers that says our fortress just deals 3 damage if you're retaliating against anybody that's non-adjacent. That's not as good, but obviously a range unit, it'll be good if they ever have range units. But the big one is this one. So now when their units attack, we're going to retaliate with 3 damage instead of 1. That's really big. But obviously, as you can see, I'd have to spend 12 points to get that. But for 4, I can at least get this artillery. And at the beginning of our turn, we don't know exactly how much damage we can do, but we can do some damage. So that's what I'm going to do for 4. We're going to get a level 1 stronghold. And that puts us down to 5 source left. So we still have some source. So we can go ahead and get that gate dispatcher, but I'm not worried about range attack. It doesn't bother me as much. We can try to upgrade our architects. We have room for that. We can get closer to being able to store 30 source. I'm not as worried. We can build a mining outpost. But what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to upgrade the pit expansion and get the last upgrade here. So I'm going to do that because we need it. Maybe not this round, but eventually we need it. And that leaves us with 1 source left. And we can maybe build a tower or 2 from there. So, okay. Now, for the wave itself, we get 9 CP. Last time, if you recall, I did this, and he got destroyed utterly. Because I think I did that for 6 and this plus 3, and that was my 9. And I didn't do well at all. Because they're coming at us with some really tough guys. Although the range attack was wonderful against their flying creature, this was actually a very difficult combo to implement. I still have the Aegis because we didn't do anything. And then I now have an upgraded one of these, which could wreck them quite hard. That's 7. And then I would have an upgraded Battleborn for 2. That would be the 9 if I wanted to do it that way. So I can do that for 9. Or, let's see, an Aegis would be 4. A Dispatch would be 7. And a Battleborn for 9. Let me think about this. We're going to get 11 and then 13 for the next 2 rounds. I actually have plenty of guys to get through 11 and 13 for the next 2 rounds. So I don't have to worry about, like, if I use my Forsaken now, I won't be able... I mean, actually, if I don't use a Forsaken now, I may not get to use it later. The Aegis actually does do good damage, but I have a feeling that we're going to be so busy fighting their guys. Having a Dispatch is nice because we can hit them with range. The Aegis only moves 1. The Dispatch moves 2. Battleborn moves 3. If I group the Aegis with anybody, he has to be on top. You know what? I'm going to go with this. Let's just see how these guys turn out. And the Forsaken, I'm going to put on top. So the Battleborn is going to be stuck behind him. All right. That's what I'm going to do. Let's find out if we did a horrible choice here. Okay, so they go first. This guy's going to move 1, 2, 3. And this guy is going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is a huge amount of movement. I only have 2 health with him. But obviously they're not attacking us anywhere. So now it's our turn. And I'm going to move 1, 2 because I want to explore this. With this guy, I can move 1, 2. And I don't think he's going to get attacked. Well, he will because he's in the way. Dang it. So what I can do with this guy is I can move... He can only move into forest. I would like to eventually do this, but I don't have to do it right away. So I'm going to move 1, 2 and just get out of the way. And then with Callus, I'm going to move 1, 2 like so. All right, and then this guy, we have to roll a die. You can see that's a no attack, and I'm going to go ahead and take that because he's not attacking this round anyways. So he's going to move 1, 2, and our Battleborn is going to move 1. All right, so we got the tower is going to attack Cram and does no damage, and then Cram is going to eliminate their tower. So in doing so, we just got 3 source. So we're up to 4. And we do have the ability to make a tower here now. And now why did I do all this weird nonsense up here? Largely because I was thinking about what's going to happen on their turn. So on their turn, they're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I wasn't expecting him to get all the way. I misplanned that. So what I really wanted to do was just be here. I wanted to be out of his range. That's what I was trying to do. And then this one's going to go 1, 2, 3. And once again, we're out of his range. Oh, and I forgot. Cram the Mighty. He has 2 upgrades. And he's got his 2 pips. And he leveled up when he killed that tower. Or destroyed it. So now Cram the Mighty is going to upgrade. So now he has 6 health. And 2 pips again. But these 2 attacks go away. So... but he now has 6 health, so he's going to heal up. And that's what I was hoping for. So now he's back to 6 health, but he only does 2 damage again. And I think what I want to do is I want to just keep wrecking these towers with Cram. That's my thoughts, at least. Okay, so they did their move to here, and nothing can hit them. Nothing happens. They can't hit us. So now it's our turn. So what I can do is I can move like to here, which means this tower is going to be in range. Or I could just move here and take this tower out. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move 1, 2, because we're going after this tower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. So Cram's going to go after this tower. I'm going to go ahead and just roll for the tower before I forget. So I rolled a 1. Nothing happens because armor rocks. Okay. Then here... Callus can move into the mountains. So he's going to move here. And everybody else... now I got to roll for the Forsaken and see what happens with him. So I got a blank. And that's good. Because that means he can attack, but really there's nothing to attack. So he's going to move 2 and then stop. And then the Battleborn moves 2. And what's good is this guy's going to move in to here and be in the range of that tower before all the magic happens. So with Callus here, he does 2 damage with a 2 range shot. So we're going to do 2 damage to the Windrush. So that's done. And then Cram the Mighty is going to take out his range. So that tower is being reduced. And our turn's over. So now it's their turn. So Windrush is going to move up. And this guy's going to move 1, 2, 3, like so. Okay. Windrush has quick strike. So he's going to do 2 damage to our hero. And our hero might die. I didn't even think about this. This is bad. So, and here's why. Because we're going to kill the transport, and then this guy gets to attack, and he's going to finish off the hero. That's why. So unless I kill both of them, it's not going to happen. So on my turn, last turn, I needed to move 1, which automatically goes to here, and then 2. And the Battleborn would have actually have done this. In fact, we would have done that with the Forsaken, and then the Battleborn would have moved to there. No. Yeah. I already screwed up. So 1, and 1, 2, 3. Okay, yes, that's correct. That's correct. Okay, sorry. Got a lot of pressure. Jay Botero told me I needed my caffeine game going today. I was screwing up too much last time. Okay, so he's doing quick strike. So now we got to decide who's he going to quick strike against, the Battleborn or the Forsaken. What's interesting is if he does the Battleborn, he's actually going to break a path and go right through. So, but if we do the Forsaken, then the Forsaken's just going to flat out kill him. So I'm going to do the Forsaken. So we're going to take 2 damage with the Forsaken. Forsaken retaliates for 4 and annihilates the transport, which doesn't give us anything. Okay, so now another guy with 5 health is popping up, this Royal Talon. And what's going to happen now is now our tower fires, because that happens after the quick strike. And we just did 2 damage with the tower. So the Royal Talon takes 2 damage. And now I'm going to have the Talon, it doesn't matter really. But I'm going to have him attack the Battleborn. He'll kill the Battleborn. Ugh, that's not good. Alright, we're going to have the Talon attack our Forsaken for 3 more damage. And then the Forsaken's going to retaliate and kill the Talon. So already, the guy that caused us all kinds of problems last time is already dead. So we get 4 source for that. That puts us up to 8. And then we're done. So now it's our turn. Cram's going to stay put. I'm going to roll for their tower. Their tower does 1 damage. This is the tower, by the way. Is there a way to reduce that glare? No. I'm afraid to shut off some lights. That might help. I think it helps with the glare, but it makes everything darker. Certainly makes it dark for me. Well, maybe it's just a better picture. I don't know. Let me know. Give me feedback in the comments on that. Okay, so our turn. This guy's not doing anything. I already rolled for him. Excuse me. This guy's just going to move 1 space to here. Still in range. We got to roll for our Forsaken. That means he can't move. And am I okay with that? Yeah, I'm okay with that. So I'm just not going to move the Forsaken this round. So that means the Battleborn's moving up. And then our Hunter, I'm going to go ahead and move him up. And I forgot. One more thing. I forgot. And Jay Botero is probably screaming at me. When this tower attacked here, it had splash. So this guy took 2 damage as well. All right. So now we're back to business. It's our turn. We did all of our moves. I'm going to go ahead and attack with the Battleborn because that'll do 2 damage and kill this Joust. So Joust is dead. We get 2 source for that. We're up to 10. Next up is a Harrier for 3. This guy is going to do 2 damage to the Harrier with his range attack. And then this guy is going to destroy that from the tower. Cram is, as long as the towers only have 1 attack die, he's pretty powerful. Okay. We are done. So now the Harriers go. So he can't move. He's going to quick strike and do 2 damage against the Battleborn. Battleborn's going to do 2 damage back. Kills the Harrier. We get 1. We're up to 11. Unfortunately, the Harrier now is going to attack during the normal attack phase, and the Battleborn's dead. So we just lost another Battleborn. And that's it. So now it's back to our turn. Cram's going to do nothing. And then we're going to roll. And they didn't hurt him. We're going to roll the Forsaken die. And I got a blank. I'm going to take it. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my hero to here. So I'm still in range. And I'm actually going to move this hero in and not let the Forsaken come out yet. So we're going to explore this, which is Grail Wasp. So that has a Relentless, but he only has 2 health. So Callus, this guy does 3 damage. So he's going to attack the Harrier and kill the Harrier outright. And that's going to give us 1. 1 source. Puts us to 12. Now Callus is not able to kill the Harrier. And I don't really want to anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and kill these Grail Wasps. Just to let you see, the Grail Wasps had 2 health, and we're going to get 3 source for that. So Grail Wasps are done, and we're going to get 3 source. That puts us up to 15. And then we have a spot now for a tower again. And since I'm at 15, I am going to buy a Lance Launcher tower for 6. That puts us down to 9. And that comes with an attack and a defense, and then room for 2 more upgrades. It goes right there. Or I could do there, which is better. I actually like this one better. And then I'm going to use my other upgrade and spend 2. So I'm down to 7. And I'm going to get a fortification there. So now this tower, well actually, yeah, it'd have been nice to maybe get another upgrade in before I do the fortification, so I'm not going to do that yet. I'm going to spend 1 more, so I'm down to 6, and get a... get another attack in. Okay, so now it's their turn. He can't move. He's going to quick strike our hero for 2 damage. And then the hero's going to attack back for 3, and round is over. So we just survived what we couldn't have survived before. So we're up to 7, and the wave's over. Okay, so, oh, I forgot. This one would have been killed on our turn. So Regal Lookout is gone, so that gives us 3. And one more thing I forgot to do. This Regal Lookout had an Elfin Nest, so that would have caused an Elfin Kazi at some point. I don't know what point, but at some point would have hit Cram the Mighty for 2. So Cram the Mighty is down 1 health. He has survival, so all he has to do is just do nothing 1 turn and he'll heal back. But that's 1 more update. And yeah. Okay, end of round. So now we're on to wave 4. What's our objectives again? We have to defeat all the air spires. We have to have Osh deliver terms of surrender. And we have to have siege towers by the time the scenario ends. So that's not super awesome. Okay, gonna roll the event die. And this time it's a 2, which means that we can't use Battleborns this round. So that might be a problem. I don't know. We only have 1 Battleborn left, but we can't use it. What's next? Income. I get 0 income, but I do get 3 for the source drill, and so that's going to put us up to 10. It's not an awful lot, but we got most of the upgrades we need. They get something, though. They get stables level 3. So let's look up what that is again. Stables level 3 is they gain the joust die. So during the prep phase, their joust is going to get one of these bonuses. So yeah, so we're going to have to deal with that as we go on here. And add a range upgrade to the bottom of each air spire. So now they're getting another range upgrade. So this one gets a range, and this one gets a range. And so does the one in their fortress. The only good news with is that Cram, as long as they don't get another attack upgrade, which they're actually going to get in wave 5, so Cram's got to get busy. He's got to kill these things before they get their attack upgrade. All right. Cram has mountains, which means that Cram, I don't think, can go on water. So that 1 tower is going to be out of his reach. That stinks. So I may want to buy an Earthscape, this thing, to get rid of these 2 water that's here, so I can get to this tower that's just off the camera. And my apologies, I think the camera was a little bit deeper last time. So you can see that I'm barely covering this here. But I can't move on this water that you see here. So, Okay, so let's build theirs. They got another one of those Hummingers. That's the guy who carries an Elfin Kazi on top of him. And he's on the bottom. And then they have a Joust Royal Talon. But none of them are upgraded. Joust, Royal Talon, all in one group. None of them upgraded. 1 bite, everybody knows the rules. Okay, and then we have to roll this joust die. So I need to find what the joust die looks like. It's this. All right, so he gets 2 extra health. That's during the prep phase. Okay, it's a locked die. So that means all joust minions are going to get +2 health. So even after this particular joust dies, the next one's going to get +2 health, and the next one after that. All right, so there's 2 jousts and a flying dude. So a lot of health on those guys. And an upgraded Harrier is on the tippy top. So 3 health for him. And he sits on the tippy top. Okay, I have 10 source. I'm spending 2 down to 8. I'm going to buy this Earthscape. The Earthscape is going to go right here like this, and that's going to allow me to move in and destroy this tower in a corner with Cram. It also allows me to build another tower here. That's it. I really got to focus on getting my towers built now. That's going to be my largest concern here. I can try to do it with architects, which means I would need to upgrade the architect, but my architects would have to move all the way through and get to here and here, and I'm concerned that that's really hard to do, especially considering I have a big arsenal of enemies coming up, and it's not like I can play tricks like I do with the heroes. So what else am I going to do? I have 8 left. 8 is enough to build a siege tower. So should I be bold enough to build a siege tower considering all these guys that come out of the chute are going to attack the siege tower when they come out? And my answer is no. I think it's too much. Like even here, I'm at risk. So I'm not going to build those siege towers yet. I'm going to do that as part of my limited build actions. So what else can I do? I can upgrade my stronghold all the way. I can go after a mining outpost, because I'm not sitting at 20 anymore. So I think what I want to do is I'm not going to worry about the architects this round. I am going to upgrade our stronghold all the way to level 3. So that way when we retaliate, we do 3 damage. So I'm basically making it that if they get all the way to our fortress gate, we're going to have the best shot at taking them out. Okay? So now it's just a matter of 11 CP. What am I going to do? So obviously, you know me, I like that one, but then I would have to spend 5. And Battleborns are not allowed, right? Battleborns are 2, and that's a really nice way to get to 5, because I could have done, that plus this. So the Source Siege is not good this round. So what's another way to get to 11? And what I see is a 7 and a 4. That's an excellent way to get to 11. Yeah. And of course the Architect would have worked as well, but I think that's going to be even better. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And 3, 6, 7, 8. And you know what? My Forsaken here wasn't upgraded like he was supposed to be. So that meant I have 1 more health on him. So accept my apologies there. And this guy will be on the bottom. Like so. Alright, so we spent everything. We're down to 0. Let's ready to rock and roll. Obviously, I knew I need to build a lot of siege towers, but I can do that in wave 5. Right? I don't have to do that by a certain wave. Yeah, I can do that by wave 5. And then I also need to move Osh towards their gate, because in wave 5 he has to get here to deliver their terms of peace. Okay, so for wave 4 we go first, which is really nice because Cram is actually in the way. And I'm going to do exactly that. I'm going to get out of the way and I'm going to move 2 to here. And I'm going to reveal this, which is, unfortunately, it's an engage. So it means that their tower is going to be able to attack me for a while. And he actually does damage. So he'll be able to retaliate and actually do damage to me. So that sort of stinks too. But let's roll for their tower. It's a 1, which means we don't take any damage. And let's keep going. So this guy, I'm going to go ahead and park on top of the tower so he can have the 3 range. And then this one I'm going to heal with because he's down to 1 health. So he's up to 2 now. I'm going to roll for the Forsaken, and I think it's the same die for both. So, for example, both of them can't attack. So that's okay. So what I'm going to do is this guy's going to move 1, 2, and in the process he's going to displace our hero. This one moves 1, 2, and this guy's going to move 1. So that's our turn. Nothing exciting happening there. Now it's their turn. So this guy is going to move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what? I should not have moved Callus on there. So let me retcon. What I would do with Callus is I'd put him here. That's a far better, far superior thing. I wasn't paying attention that I'm actually going to be able to attack with this tower on turn 1. Okay, this guy moves 2, so he's going to go 2. And then this one moves 2, and he's going to go up there. Okay. They don't get to attack us, but our towers get to attack them. Oh, I forgot here. Cram is going to do 2 damage to this little thing, and then he's going to do 1 damage back retaliation. So we take a damage. Okay, so now back to this. Our tower gets to shoot. So that tower has 2 attack. And I rolled a 3. And I actually killed the Harrier. That was actually impressive. So Harrier's dead. We get 1 source. We're back up to 1. Okay, so now it's our turn. Cram's going to do nothing. I'm going to roll for their tower. I rolled a 1. Callus is going to do nothing up here. Let me play this out. He's going to move 2 to there. The Elfin Kazi is going to hit Callus. So Callus is actually going to move to here, and he's going to shoot the Elfin Kazi. So that way the Elfin Kazi can't hit him. The problem is this guy will hit him. So let me think this through some more. I don't think there's a way I can avoid that if I want to kill the Elfin Kazi. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and kill the Elfin Kazi. The problem is he's now going to take some damage, and he can't heal. So it's still worth it, though, because that Elfin Kazi is annoying. And he's going to hit one of our heroes. I'm going to roll for the Forsaken, and I rolled a blank. So this Forsaken's going to move 2. This one moves 2. This moves 1. And then my hero is going to heal up one more time to 3. Okay, so I think we got everything. I'm going to kill the Elfin Kazi. Like I keep saying, that's easy enough to do. That gets us 2 source. I'm up to 3. Then Cram is going to kill this Tranix Loner. And we get 4 source for that. That puts us up to 7. And that's enough to buy a siege tower when it's the beginning of our next turn. So I think we're done with our turn. So now it's their turn. So he's going to go 1, 2. This one's going to go 1, 2. And this one's flying. He's going to quick strike him for 2 damage, who will attack back for 2 damage. So this guy's down to 1 health. This one can't hit anybody, but this tower will hit him for 2 dice. And I rolled a 3 again. So this guy's going to take 3 damage. And that's it. So now it's our turn. Cram's going to do nothing still. Callus is going to do nothing. Let's roll for the Forsaken. That's a can't attack. I don't like that one. And I rolled a can't attack again. So Forsaken's going to move up 2 and can't attack. This one's going to move 2. Our hero's going to come out to play. And this guy moves 1. So I got to roll for their tower. Rolled a blank. So Cram is going to take out the range on that tower. The Forsaken can't attack. Callus is going to kill the Humminger. So that finishes the Humminger off. We're going to get 2 source for that. So we're up to 9. Oh, and I forgot. At the beginning of the turn, we're building a siege tower right here with this. So that's going to cost 6. So we're now down to 3. And a siege tower comes with 1 attack, 2 range. Like so. Okay, so it's their turn. This guy can't move because the Forsaken's in his way. He does have quick strike. Was this the one on top? Let me check. Joust, Joust, Royal Talon. Yes, he's the one on top. So he has Quick Strike. So what he's going to do, he's going to attack the Forsaken before the towers can attack. So he's going to do 2 damage to the Forsaken. Forsaken's going to just annihilate him for 4. So we killed the Joust. We're going to get 2 source for that. So we're up to 5. Okay, so now this next guy comes out with 5 health, not 3, because we rolled the die. He gets extra health. It's another Joust. All right, it is our turn. No, it is not our turn. Now our towers can attack, and I have 2 towers now that can attack. This one here and this one here. And so that's going to be 3 dice we get to roll. And you can see I did 4 damage out of the 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4 out of the 5 done to him. Okay, so now I'm going to roll for our Forsaken die. It's blank. I'm going to roll for their tower. It does no damage. So Cram's going to sit still here. Cram's going to sit still right here. Sorry, everything's just tadly off your camera there. And then the Forsaken die, what did I rolled a blank, right? So this Forsaken can't move. This one will move. The hero's going to move. And then this guy moves 1. Okay, so Forsaken, doesn't matter who, can... Actually, it does. Callus is going to attack the Joust for 2 damage and kill him. And we get 2 more source for that. So now we're up to 7. And I take it back. The Forsaken will do that. And here's why. This guy's a flying guy. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 health. And then what's going to happen is Callus is going to hit him for 2. Because Callus can hit flying units. The other ones cannot. And then, of course, Cram is going to destroy this tower and knock it down 1. It would have been really nice to have that hammer and chisel, because being able to do 2 damage to these towers would be really nice. Okay, so it's their turn. The thing with flying units is I think you can displace each other. Let's see. This unit can only be attacked by spires with air defense. And another unit may move into its hex, forcing it to trade places. But it doesn't say anything about it being able to fly over you. So, but here's the thing. You can just go around. 1, 2. Because he ignores all terrain. Okay, so he did that, but this tower is still in range. So we're going to roll 2 dice for that. And you can see I just did 2 damage. And since he's in range of this, he's going to attack us. And our Forsaken's dead. So he's out of the game forever. And now it's our turn. So I'm going to roll the Forsaken die. And he can't attack. That's alright, he wouldn't have been able to attack anyways. I'm going to roll for their tower. And it was a 1. So Cram's going to destroy 1 more level of their tower. The Forsaken's just going to move 2. Excuse me, the hero's going to move 2. This guy moves 1. Alright. Oh, and then Callus is going to move 1. He has to, or otherwise he would not be able to. This guy's flying, and Callus can finish him off because Callus has a range attack. So we killed their last guy, and we get 4 source for that, which is awesome. So 7 and 4 puts us up to 11. And I'm going to spend 6 of it, which puts us back down to 5. And we're going to assemble another siege tower. And you know what? I actually have the raise ability. I totally forgot about that. So I'm going to raise with this tower that you see right here. Or you don't see because it's near the edge. So it's going to do 1 damage against this minaret. So I'm able to actually take out some of these towers a little easier than than I'm making it out to be. Now, if I put a siege tower here, my last one, it will have enough range to be able to raise that thing up there. The problem is I'm out of source and I can't build. So, but on wave 5, I could do it. All right, so I got to keep going here. Did I roll the Forsaken die? Yes, I moved everybody. My turn's over. Their turn's over. Now it's me again. I'm going to go ahead and get Cram healed up. So I'm going to rest, heal him up once. Am I? No. I'm going to move him. So he moves 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. That puts him in range of both of those towers. So we're going to go ahead and roll. And remember, those are separate attacks, so he would absorb both of them. And now I'm going to roll the Forsaken die. I got a blank. So I get to move 1, 2. Hero's going to move 1, 2. This is going to move 1. Yeah. And then this hero, I think I'm going to just start moving him back home because he's almost dead. And that's the only way to heal him, is to take him back home. And I don't know about you, but yeah, I know I keep bringing it up. It just looks like there's this really bad glare tonight compared to other times I've recorded. So my apologies there. This one looks really bad. Like that looks like you can't see it at all. That looks fine. Sorry. Didn't mean to bump it so hard. Maybe between videos I'll see if I can fix that a little bit. Okay. Back to us again. We get to take another turn. Cram is going to move 1, 2, 3, which gets him out of the range of this thing. You know what? I'm going to put him in range. We don't roll 2s that often. And there we go. I rolled a 1 and a blank. Even better. And so Cram is going to start removing that tower. So 1 range off of that tower is huge. Then let's roll for the Forsaken. I rolled it was a blank, trust me. 1, 2, and you know what? With my hero, I'm just going to do a 1, 2 and just send him off to the side. I don't want to deliver the letter yet. I'm not ready to win. I got to get all my siege towers built. So then this guy's going to go 1, 2, and then Callus. I don't think we can move through each other. So Callus is just going to get out of the way for 1. I'm sorry, this one only moves 1 space. And he's not a hero. Never mind. So this one's going to move 1, 2, and then Callus is going to displace him, which is even more awesome because now he moved even another space. That's the way we're going to do it. Moving for nothing and chicks for free. So attack. Cram is going to take another level off their tower. The Forsaken has to attack the fortress gate, so he's going to do 4 damage to their gate, which knocks them down to 6. And then the gate's going to just do, what, 1 damage back? I'm actually in trouble. I'm in big trouble. I'm up to 6 source, so I need to destroy these towers. But now it's our turn again, so let's roll for the Forsaken die. So this is he can't attack, and I'm actually going to take that. And so the Forsaken's just going to move 1 space up, and then the Aegis is going to move 1. And then Cram, I'm going to actually let this tower attack the Forsaken. And it does for 1 damage, so Forsaken's going to take a hit. And then Cram gets attacked for no damage. Cram's going to reduce the tower again. And that's the end of the round. Oh, we get to move. So Aegis is going to move. Oh, he already moved. This guy didn't move. 1, 2. And You know what? I'm going to just move 1, 2, like so, for now. Okay, our turn again. 1, 2, 1. Roll for the Forsaken. He can't move. And then we're going to roll against the Forsaken for no damage. Against Cram for no damage. It was a 1. Cram's going to finish off this last tower, which does give him, only 1 source. So that puts us to 7. Oh my gosh, how much do I need? I only need 6. So, I can't build anything. I've used all my limited build actions. That's it. I got to end the wave. So, yeah, this is an interesting pickle. So Forsaken can at least attack the Minaret Tower. It has Assault, so basically most of the range is gone from the Minaret Tower. And that's the end of the turn. So now we go to the next round. The Aegis moves 1. The Forsaken is going to take 1 damage. And does. This is crazy. I have the ability to build 1 more siege tower, but I need the wave to end. And I'm winning too much. I'm going to end up destroying their fortress gate. And in doing so, you know what? I can roll the Forsaken die twice. So let's roll it a second time. Dang it, that's no move again. And I could have done that last time too. Yep, still no move. All right. I'm going to go ahead and attack the fortress gate, which knocks it down to 2. It's going to do another damage back. Yeah, jeez Louise. All right, our turn again. Aegis moves 1. Cram didn't do anything last turn, so he actually gained a health. We're going to roll for that tower. It's going to do 1 more damage to the Forsaken. Let's roll for the Forsaken. And that's a no move. And that's a nothing. Boy, when I want a no attack, or I can't get it, but when I don't want it, I do. I have no choice but to end the scenario. So here's my choices then. Whoops. I failed to do this. I'm 1 short. I only got 2 renown last time. And I had to build 3 siege towers. I have 2. I have 1 here. I'm sorry, you can't see anymore, but I have 2 siege towers out of the 3 that I need. I can defeat all the air spires right now. Because my Forsaken has to attack something. And so I'm going to attack and kill the air spires, and then I'm going to have Osh deliver the terms of surrender. So I think that's what I'm going to have to do. So I'm going to have to settle for 2 out of the 3. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to destroy their final tower, which gets me another source, puts me up to 9. And it's our turn. It doesn't matter what I roll for the Forsaken. I'm going to just have Osh deliver the letter, and, we win the scenario. So, okay, so some thoughts. I was so adamant that I needed to keep my bonuses. Did I really need to keep my bonuses? The answer is no. I won this pretty easily. Obviously, I didn't win it easy enough because I needed to build another siege tower. But this was doable, even if you had no upgrades. I agree. It's just that first round was so brutal to us. I think the big thing is you have to take that tower in the beginning that helps you defend, and maybe upgrade your fortress a little bit so you can take them out. So from that perspective, we're okay. The part that I'm Yeah, I actually had too much firepower. That Forsaken was so powerful that he just wrecked their fortress. So I was able to deliver the terms of peace. So let me just share with you. We're supposed to note the location of the siege towers. And obviously, if you're following my playthrough, I'm going to move to the next scenario. And what's going to happen is that the siege tower configuration is going to, we ignore the map setup for A, B, and C, and we construct our siege towers in those spots. And then we add 2 range upgrades to the bottom of whatever siege towers we had. So I can tell you right now we have attack range for both of our siege towers. We only have 2 out of the 3. And so this is what's crazy, is that an A, B, and C would normally get a tower, but see, we only built one at A. And then the second one we built, actually, we never even built one at A or B. We have like siege towers here where that water is. So that's what's really crazy. And so it's saying, if you recorded your siege tower from Braun 4, ignore the map setup for letters A, B, and C, and so we'd reconstruct. So I would build the 2 siege towers, A and B, like so, and I actually don't have a C because I never built the 3rd one. So, there's a part of me that's like, it says ignore A, B, and C, but I think what I'm going to do is I'd probably give C its tower anyways. That's what I would do. I would just give C whatever tower, is there, and just replace A and B with mine. And just so you can see here, A and B, like this one here, A, that's going to be identical to my tower. ARRR is exactly what I'm going to build. It's going to be a pirate tower. And then B is going to be a swearing pirate tower. And the only thing about B is that has an extra fortification that mine does not. And then C is exactly like the other 2 that I already have. So anyways, I would build it. And here's what's interesting is we're now playing as the heirs. So we're the heirs, and our scenario is going to start with the same exact map that we're playing on right now. But now, basically, we got the order or the treaty for surrender, and we're basically giving them a middle finger. And so we're going to fight back now. And so those siege towers that were going to be used against them is now our enemy. So we're going to now take out those siege towers, if that makes any sense. So I think this map is going to be a tiny bit shorter because I think over on this end there's less walking. I have to check. Let me look at this real quick. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to bump. So if I turn this upside down, nope, it's identical. It's the same exact map you see here. So the awesome part is the setup's going to be not so bad. But I'm still going to end the video and do setup in between. And then I'm going to go ahead and read about the scenario, and we're going to go ahead and keep going. I hope you're enjoying this playthrough. Cloudspire is a pretty dang fun game. I enjoy this a lot. I really enjoy Too Many Bones as well. I sometimes complain that I think the balance between a 4-character versus a 1 or 2 characters is a little off, but I really enjoy both of those. The Hoplomachus I enjoyed, and I still own them, but I never get those games out anymore. I enjoy these ones a bit more than the Gladiator stuff. You could just tell that the designers have really honed their craft, and they're getting better at what they do. I still struggle sometimes with the language, but the player aids for this are superior to even Too Many Bones, and they are getting better at that as well. So chip theory games are not cheap, and I think that's the biggest problem for some folks is just the entry level cost to get into this. I love poker chips because I play 18xx games, so we play with poker chips all the time. I don't even play poker, and everybody was like, they come over to visit. Hey, do you play poker? And it's no, I don't play poker. But anyways, I didn't mean to digress so much. I'm just gushing over the game. I'm having a good time. That first scenario was or that first 4 scenarios, the Brannan campaign was challenging. I mean, it took me 2 playthroughs to get through it, and the first one, of course, was a lot of rules, but even with this playthrough, I lost scenario 4 and had to play that one twice. And then the other ones were on the brink. So sometimes they get a little too cute with their scenarios. Like I didn't like that peaceful guy that you had to have a certain type of unit. Because you're playing the game and you don't even realize you need it. So otherwise, I would have been like really trying hard to get a Merc minion out. But anyways, I digress. Chip Theory Games, excellent game. I'm going to keep playing. I have Combat. It is a game I'm supposed to play. I love this game so much more than Combat. I have Picket Duty. I know some people keep asking me, when are you going to get those? And my only answer is someday. Right now, this is my game. I'm having a blast playing it, and I mean, I even had that itch, like when you go to work and all you can think about is getting home to play the game, and that's exactly what happened with this. So, anyways, thank you for watching, and stay awesome, and I will see you in a few minutes when I get this set up.